Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. I'm Sam Madavi. We're back from Greenville, PA to show you guys more of the coverage from Heritage Days Super Cruise. Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. This is gonna be one awesome car.
And I said, it doesn't even run yet. And look at it now, it's amazing.
Show coordinator Bill Sumners does an excellent job putting the show together, and he has a team of people supporting his efforts that help make sure everything runs as smooth as a well-oiled machine. From registration and parking, the show t-shirts, and everyone's favorite, the annual Heritage Days Super Cruise wine. Each year, the label features the previous year's winning vehicle. Everyone looks forward to winning their wine as a prize. What a beautiful story on this Chevelle. This car has been in your family for how long?
51 years. This was originally a car that was brought home from Texas by my brother stationed in the military. As soon as he got home, my dad took it from him and turned it into my mom's car. Put a small block in it, put an automatic in it so she could drive it. She drove it for 10 years. Just got my license, so I'm begging, you know. It took me till I graduated high school and then she gave it to me.
Right.
You know, I'd go to my dad, he'd say, go to mom. Go to mom, she'd say, go to dad. So they finally gave it to me in 82. I've had it ever since. Basically in 82, I just drove it for a couple of years. There was a time there as a young family, it just sat in the garage and collected dust.
Now your brothers helped you build this car. Two brothers.
Two brothers.
Different stages.
Yes, in 84, it was not quite my oldest brother, but the second one, and he helped me with the restoration. And he had a friend that did body work, and we did it in his garage. Took us like 6 weeks, you know,
Really?
Nothing real extensive. That's how the car was equipped. It is a big block car. Originally it was a 3-speed car, and I had a 4-speed in it for a little while, and then I put this Tremec 5-speed in it. Much better on highway cruising. It's a joy to drive.
The fact that it's been in the family for 51 years and almost everyone's got to own it and drive it, right?
Everyone in my family. I mean, my mother, my father, 2 of my 3 brothers.
Hopefully you guys keep it in the family and keep passing it along.
I've got a son and he's got a son.
There you go.
That's where it's going. It's a millennial car because he can't drive a stick yet, so I'm good.
We'll teach him. What size blower is that sticking out of the
That's
hood?
a 671 blower.
671.
On it's got 2 750s, double pumpers.
What kind of motor's underneath
Now
it?
that was a 454 punched out to a 496. And I put the Eagle stroker kit in it.
Yes,
It's got
yes.
H-beam rod, steel crank. I built this myself.
Beautiful job.
Except for the machine work.
All the plumbing and everything.
Yes, sir. I've owned this car for 11 years. It had the same base color on it 11 years ago. And 10 years ago, we put the stripes on it.
Nice little jewel stripe in
That's
there.
one
Looks
of a
good.
kind stripes. You
Yes,
won't
it
see
is.
them
You
no
will
more.
not see another one for
Yeah.
sure. Now this is set up for drag, full drag. I can see
It's
it back there with the switch and
set up
everything.
for drag, strip, and street.
And street.
Yes, sir.
Now do you take it to the drag
I
strips?
took it to the drag strip over at Capitol Raceway on
Yep.
test and tune night on Friday night. Anywhere in 10 though.
That's not even pushing it, is it?
Yeah, that wasn't pushing it.
And you say this is a love that you share with your wife. What kind of car does she have?
She has a 68 Camaro Pro Touring car. And it has blue frames with background, blue frames across the hood.
What color is the car itself?
It's a little darker blue than this.
That is so cool,
All
man.
my cars blue.
I see you like the color. Well, you did a
Yeah.
beautiful job on this.
Yes, that's my nickname,
Dr. Bob.
But they won't let me work on people, just cars.
Doug, let me tell you what a pleasure it is for me to finally see this Hellecuda out and in your possession, because I remember when it was on Kurt's lift getting done 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long process, and yeah, it's taken about 5 years to complete it. Been worth the wait.
Man, look at that interior.
Yeah, Eric Luna at Luna's Custom Upholstery. in Michigan, did the interior. And it was a long wait, but you can see the effort he put in it. Custom design every panel in the car, so it was definitely worth the wait.
There is also a roll cage in the doors.
Correct.
That you would not even think they're there, and you can see where the panel covers it. Only reason why I know they're there is because Kurt showed them to me before the door panel was out.
Yes. When we were building the car, Kurt said, well, what about a roll cage? And I go, well, I don't really want to be stepping over a bar every time I get in the car. And he came up with the idea to have a detachable roll bar. So basically it's integrated into the cage of the car, but swings open with the door.
Now we'd have to hop over it.
Exactly.
It's nice and classy and clean.
Yes. Under the hood is a Hellecuda, a 426 Gen 3 Hemi with 1,000 horsepower and 950 pound-feet of torque.
One of 100.
One of 100 they built.
You're one of the lucky ones, right?
I was very fortunate. Full chassis, Art Morrison Engineering with an independent rear suspension.
Too bad the people out there couldn't see it, but where can they go to see it on the website?
There's a build page on Facebook. If you just Google Hellecuda, Hellecuda, it will come up, and there's thousands of pictures of the entire build.
When it comes to picking the product, you also have to pick your company. And when it comes to the company's tech support, that's what keeps them on top. Hopefully, Lokar doesn't need tech support so much because their products are so good, but when they do, they got a top-notch Class A tech support.
We've got the best guys in the business, hands down, and I'll fight anybody over that. People get confused with our instructions and everything, but we also have a technical writer that has radically decreased the amount of phone calls we get with confusion. And like I said, our tech guys know the cars and they know the product. So when you call here, you're talking to somebody that drives a car, they work on a car, and they know our product and they know what quality means. So they 100% understand that customer's perspective when they have trouble, and they do everything they can to help them. And we don't go to as many shows as we used to, but you wouldn't go to a show without finding one of our guys under a car helping somebody. Either something broke on the way there, or we see that they didn't install something correctly and we help correct them.
That's what it takes, guys. The product is great, the company is awesome, but the tech support is what takes them to the top. Welcome back to the Lokar Car Show. This thing, you've had it for 49 years.
49 years, yeah.
And how old were you when you purchased it?
19 years old.
Now, what have you done to it in that 49 years except for drive it?
Only 10,000 miles in 49 years, so it sits in the garage a lot.
Wow,
Clean
that
it
is
up.
crazy.
Yeah. I guess I just want to keep it original. Yeah. I have changed the gears in the rear end.
Of course, yeah.
And
Put some headers on it.
headers on it.
Valve
correct.
covers on it. Put an
Okay,
air,
yep. And
little
change the
filter.
wheels and rims and stuff like that. Just keep it. I like the old chrome and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, what about the family? Do you take the family out a lot in it and drive it?
No. My youngest daughter wants it, but she just doesn't have room to store it, stuff like that. And I wouldn't want to setting out.
Now, what about the carburetor, the engine, everything's still original?
No, that is an aluminum intake with a 4-barrel Hawley on it, and that's not original. There's some traction bars on the suspension in the back and stuff like that.
Yeah, something you would do normally.
Exactly.
I love the fact that the paint is original.
Yeah.
You haven't touched it.
You can
It's
see
all there.
the flaws, you know.
Yeah. When did you put the mud flaps
Oh, those
on?
have been on about 3 decades.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're still intact.
Yep, exactly.
Man, that
And
is
when
so
it
cool.
sits in the garage, it doesn't get much wear and tear.
You drive it annually, right?
Probably about 100 miles a year.
So how often do you do the oil changes?
I just use the racing oil. I mean,
Once a year,
yeah.
once every other year?
Oh, God, once every decade. You know.
That's so cool that it stays alive.
Back in the 70s, it was kind of like a family car with the bench seats and automatic and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm here with George and his beautiful 1980 Corvette. This is a C3, right?
C3, yes. Yes, I retired 9 years ago. About 8 years ago, I put a rebuilt engine in it,
Right.
oversized cam. But other than that, everything's the same. It's all original.
Anytime you get the opportunity to take the engine out, you better hop it up in some way and put it back. Unless you're building an original, right?
You're right.
The fenders on this model, C3, it reminds me of the early 90s Michael Keaton Batmobile.
Right,
Remember
yeah.
that? Long nose, very
yeah.
reminiscent of this body style.
There's 80,000 original miles on it.
80,000, wow, that's
Yeah.
low.
Well, yeah, it's 40-some years old.
And it's an automatic.
It's an automatic.
I can't believe how nice the paint is. Do you think the paint's original?
I think it is because it got a few flaws
Yeah,
here
I
and
see
there.
some chips here and there.
Yes.
But it's so nice for it to have that original silver color. So do you show it often, or do you just come to the Super Cruise?
I do the TikTok on Friday nights up in Hermitage, and I come here every year.
And seeing the wife's sweater, she comes with you, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, she likes to ride. We take the tops off. It's a T-top.
Yeah, yeah.
And when it's a nice day, we take it for a ride. And we ride. We don't show it as much as we ride it.
And when you ride them, to keep them healthy, you keep them going, and that's what it's about. Enjoying your
Enjoy.
classic ride, right?
Right. And now that I'm retired, I got time to take it for a ride.
Well, I'm glad you brought it out here to the Super Cruise for everybody to enjoy amongst this Corvette Corral. Thank you so much, George.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. We have to go to a quick break. We'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show.
Are you looking for the ultimate protection for your ride? You want something that's easy setup? UV protection, cold crack tested to -30? We got the answer for you, our outdoor car capsule. Whether you're worried about the neighborhood kids playing baseball or football or an aggressive game of basketball, your car's protected. Don't worry about Mother Nature either. Storm, snow, hail, rain, we can handle it all. Our patented continuous airflow system produces enough air to change it 5+ times an hour. By doing so, we never get mold, mildew, rust, or corrosion. If you don't have that, you've got perfect storage. And don't worry about power consumption either. This operates off 12 volts. Very low power consumption, about $2 a month to operate. So if you want the ultimate in protection, you want a car capsule.
Welcome back to more of the Heritage Day Super Cruise. I'm here with Ray with an all-original Corvette. You're never going to see another one like this. Oh, really?
So,
What'd you do for General Motors?
Man, worked on that line, baby.
Awesome.
It's like the chain gang, but hey, you do what you got to do. I retired from there. I'm good now. My inspiration, they usually come in dreams. So I wake up in the morning, Mount Rushmore. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's do that. Iconic scenes from the Brown. Okay, yeah. Once I did that Mount Rushmore, it was easy to do the rest of the car because I was so inspired once he did it.
Everything on the car is so detailed.
Ford Motor Company and the Pro Football Hall of Fame, they started a 5-year program. They wanted to go out, search the nation, and find the greatest super fans ever. Somebody had sent me an email and said, hey, Ray, you should think about entering this contest. And when I looked at it, I was like, yeah, but I don't really dress up and go to the game because those are the people that were winning.
Right.
But she said, yeah, but who do you know that has a whole house that's a Cleveland Browns museum?
Oh, the house too.
So my house this is really an extension of the house. Right. And the next time I heard from them, they said, hey, listen, we just want to come out real quick, shoot a quick video, quick interview, and we're out.
Right.
And at 1:17, November 16th, 2020, there was a knock at the door, and standing in this Hall of Fame jacket, hey, Ray, I want to nominate you for the Ford Hall of Fans. And I froze. I'm not going to even lie.
I bet you did.
I froze.
What an accomplishment, man. That is so cool.
I appreciate that.
Beautiful job. You totally deserve it. The interior, the floor, the carpet, even the tonneau cover. This is a very cool truck behind me with a whole bunch of signatures from the entire Roush family. I'm here with Rick Bennett and his wife Tammy, and they're going to tell us all about their truck.
It's a 2011 Roush F-150. We won the Jack Roush Award in 2021. Very high honor.
First time in the truck too, right?
Yeah, sixth person to receive the award, first truck and only truck to win it so far. So
Wow.
Very high honor.
And all those signatures are from?
Jack Roush Jr., Jack Roush III, and Susan Roush, the daughter.
And I see you've made it in the magazine at the Norwalk show?
Yep, we won Best of Show last year. And this year we won Best of Show in the modified trucks there.
What's the name of the truck?
Coyote Pearl.
Coyote Pearl, there you go. That's awesome, man.
Yep, there's a lot of detail on it.
So you took out the 5-liter engine that comes in the Ford truck and added about 150 horsepower just by installing the Coyote motor and tuning it.
We probably have over 120 hours in the interior.
Wow.
A lot of her design. Got rid of the old school.
Right.
And updated it, tore everything apart, painted everything smooth we could to the Pearl, wrapped the carbon fiber on the door panels.
It's cool that it's husband and wife deal.
Oh yeah.
You know, catches your eye and draws you over to the truck so you can check the rest of it out. You did a very good job. Good job,
Hey,
Rick.
thank you,
nice
Sam.
meeting you.
Thank you.
Very good
Very
job,
nice
Tammy.
to meet
Thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. We got a lot of pictures up there on the wall. We'll be right back. I like this. This is a nice environment. Smells so good. This is a C68 Carbon, and I'm gonna have Scott, the builder, tell you all about it.
We start with a basic Challenger. The body, the structure is all of a Challenger. We tear the skins off of this car, and with a small amount of buildup, then we are able to apply these carbon fiber panels, which are designed to fit in specific areas. Nothing is ever perfect, but we have to make them that way, so there is a little massaging that needs to be done.
Well, when you start doing that, you start to void the factory warranty. What makes you guys different is you don't touch anything that messes up the factory warranty.
Exactly. We are changing skins, and the factory does not warranty a skin.
Right.
Everything behind that, from bumper reinforcement to bumper reinforcement, is still a stock Challenger.
And tell me about the build team.
The wife actually kind of runs the show. She does a phenomenal job. We love her, even though, you know, wife, sometimes. You know, anyway, I got my son there that works with us, Tyler. Love it. I get
cool.
to pass on a trait that I've been doing for 26 years. Yeah.
Well, you do a great job. What craftsmanship.
He gets to tear these cars down, and he loves it.
Well, tell everyone where they can go to find out more information from you guys.
exomodcarbon.com. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, I believe we're on. We're on Facebook. You know, we're here in Greenville. This is our town.
Yep.
And we want them to be proud of what we do in this town.
And Dennis, we got lucky with that weather again, you know?
We
It was supposed to rain
absolutely
this
did.
morning.
We're part of the Shenango Valley Corvette Club. We had a member that Elmer was 88 years old, 3
Right.
Corvettes, and went with us everywhere. So one of the most iconic Corvettes is the 96 Grand Sport. All Grand Sports are blue with a white stripe, and they're called skunks. Unfortunately, Elmer passed away last year,
Right.
so the club members did a memorial at Elmer's graveside, and we all got skunks, and we ride with the skunks, and that means Elmer's with us all the time.
That is so cool. Now, how many members are you talking here?
So we have about 240 members in our club right now. We cover Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Wow. So this is also another skunk on top of the car. This is your wife's car.
This is my wife's car. She does not like old cars, so she ordered her own car.
And she buys her own car and pays for it too, right?
She absolutely does. Now, I have something to do with the wheels and maybe a little help here and there, but it's her car.
Well, it's beautiful.
Her build, her design.
Absolutely beautiful. And what you guys did for your friend was awesome.
Yeah,
Very cool.
He's a great guy. He's with us everywhere we go.
Yeah.
We're a big family. It's
Yeah.
more than cars. We have been doing this for ever since we've had this show.
15 years.
Parking cars, and on Friday nights I run out and get all the golf carts and bring them in, and it's just a blast. We love
Awesome.
seeing the people here. That's what it's all about.
Every year, people come from all over to be a part of the Heritage Days Super Cruise. This show is filled with cars, trucks, and motorcycles. Here you'll find all makes, models, and genres, from classic, restored, and customs. This is a great place to bring your vehicle and be a part of a special tradition. Join us next week for more from the Heritage Day Super Cruise in Greenville, Pennsylvania.
Small town, huge show. If you guys are near Mercer County, you definitely want to come check out the Heritage Day Super Cruise. For me, that's a wrap.
Accommodations provided by the Cobblestone Hotel and Suites.